ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗਰੀਬ ਨਵਾਜ, ਗੁਰੂ ਗਰੀਬ ਨਵਾਜ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤਿ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ। ਦੋਹਰਾ। ਸਗਲ ਦਵਾਰ ਕਉ ਛਾੜ ਕੈ ਗਹਿਓ ਤੁਹਾਰੋ ਦਵਾਰ। ਬਾਹੇ ਗਹਿ ਕੀ ਲਾਜ ਅਸ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਦਾਸ ਤੁਹਾਰ। ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਹੁਕਮੀ ਹੋਵਨ ਆਕਾਰ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕਹਿਆ ਜਾਈ। ਹੁਕਮੀ ਹੋਵਨ ਜੀਅ ਹੁਕਮ ਮਿਲੈ ਵਡਿਆਈ। ਹੁਕਮੀ ਉਤਮ ਨੀਚ ਹੁਕਮ ਲਿਖ ਦੁਖ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਈਐ। ਇਕ ਨਾ ਹੁਕਮੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀਸ ਇਕ ਹੁਕਮੀ ਸਦਾ ਭਵਾਈਐ। ਹੁਕਮ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਨਾਨਕ ਹੁਕਮੈ ਜੇ ਬੁਝੈ ਤਾ ਹਉਮੈ ਕਹਿ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਹੁਕਮੈ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਭ ਕੋ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੁਕਮ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਨਾਨਕ ਹੁਕਮੈ ਜੇ ਬੁਝੈ ਤਾ ਹਉਮੈ ਕਹਿ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਰੂਪ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ। ਆਓ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈਏ। ਸਾਰੀ ਹੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਬੁਲੰਦ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਜ ਵੱਜ ਕੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਬੁਲਾਵੋ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹੁਣ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਅੱਧੇ ਘੰਟੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਕਥਾ ਅਤੇ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੀਆਂ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ। So with the blessings of the true Guru, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ, the giver and the taker of this universe, ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ has blessed us all with the ability to attend their pavan pavitra darbar. Sache Pacha Maharaj says is that blessed is that individual, blessed are those feet of that individual that take steps closer to the Guru's darbar. Blessed are those hands that do seva of the Guru and the Sadh Sangat. Blessed are those eyes that seek vision of Gurbani and the Guru Sadh Sangat. And also Sadh Sangat ji, blessed are those ears and those tongues who listen to, reflect upon and speak about righteousness and Gurbani. Sadh Sangat ji, for the past 4.5 years, Das and our other brothers who've participated in Katha at this Gurdwara Sahib, we first started off and we were blessed with the ability from Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and the support of the Sadh Sangat with Sri Sukhni Sahib Katha. After that, for the past 20 odd weeks now, we've been doing Katha of the Hukam, the 52 commandments that were blessed to us by our father Tan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sache Pacha Maharaj. Sadh Sangat Ji, these 52 commandments, or we can say 52 instructions, are for us to also learn, reflect upon, so we can also connect and live upon these hukams, and in order to live upon the righteousness and truth, these hukams, Sadh Sangat Ji, we should take Sikhya. Sikhya means to learn and implement them in our life, so then we can become good individuals. And Sadh Sangat Ji, in order to first listen to a hukam or follow a hukam, we must let go of two things. The first is hankar, which is our ego, and the other one is attachment. When we let go of these two things, then and only then we can truly understand what a hukam is. And not only what a hukam is, but also then how to follow that particular hukam as well. So now, with the support of the Sangat and Guru's blessings, we've now moved on to the 16th Hukam, which is Istri da mooh nahi fitkaarnaa, which means do not subject your wife to cursing or verbal abuse. So, as we know that over the previous two Hukams, the 15th Hukam was par Istri ma penati kar janani, that other than your spouse, consider all women as your mothers, sisters or daughters, and vice versa, basically speaking that to the other gender as well. They're all females, that apart from your husband, you should see all other males as your father, your brother or your son. But linking into the 16th Hukam, and I know there's 52 Hukams in total, and with Guru's Kirpa we'll be going through each one every single week. However, this Hukam also links into, which is the 41st Hukam, which is ki Gaude Bachan Bol ke kise da hirda nahi dukhana, which basically means by speaking bitterly, do not hurt someone's heart. But they do link in, but we'll move on to the 41st Hukam in its respective week. But the 16th Hukam, ki do not subject your wife to cursing or verbal abuse, ki istri da mooh nahi fitkaarnaa. Istri will mean a female and your wife, and mooh will be using your tongue and words of verbal abuse, and fitkaarnaa means abuse or disrespect. Maharaj Sat Sangat Ji teaches us through any Upadesh means teachings, but also throughout Gurdwara, and also if we look even in our Sakhiyan, our historical stories, from the times of our Gurus or the Bhagats or the Shaheeds, we can take a lot of learning from this. Maharaj teaches us to respect all genders, all faiths, people from all different backgrounds. And also they teach us to respect one another when we're amongst our peers, whether we're in the Sangat, whether we're at work. Even in the family life, Maharaj even teaches us how to even treat our neighbours, people who live next door to us or even around our own community. This particular Hukam, I know it says you do not subject your wife to cursing or verbal abuse, but how we say these Hukams or Sikhi work both ways. This can also link into a husband as well. But at that particular time, of the times of the Gurus, women were oppressed. And how were they oppressed? We've gone on in the previous weeks to speak about the practice of sati. In India at that time, of the time of even Pehle Pacha, Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, something was practiced which was called sati, meaning ki if a female was married and her husband had passed away, they would then think, society will see ki that the female then has no status in life, she has no more honor left, no more responsibility left, therefore that she doesn't deserve to live on earth anymore. What they used to do is first shave off or remove any of the female's hair in order to dishonor her first. And among society, people can then tell who a widow is. Then on the day of the funeral, they would either ask, or if the female refused, she would then be pushed on the funeral fire. This was the practice of sati. Also, women were also seen as impure due to menstruation. Now Sat Sangat Ji, without that, how can a female actually give birth if that process doesn't even take place? So how can a female be impure if she gives birth to the future? Even if we link to Akal Purkh Vaheguru, Akal Purkh Vaheguru is a giver. They give birth. And also a female is along those lines as well. They have that blessing from Guru Maharaj that they can give birth to the future. Also, women at that time, still to this day, be it in this country, due to faiths or backgrounds, practice this as well, and many other countries on this globe, they believe that women should be covered up from head to toe. And when you ask them that, they say that because women are beautiful. Now Sad Sangat Ji, that's not the female's fault. The thing is here, this is where a male should be in control of their eyes and their feelings and their thoughts. And females were told to cover completely from head to toe. And this is still practiced till this day. Sache Pacha Maharaj, Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, this revolution that they created of Sarvata da Pala, giving everyone a chance. What we must remember is that yes, we can see different genders, but Sad Sangat Ji, the soul, that doesn't have a gender. And that soul has that equality, just as a man does, and so does a female. That soul has that opportunity to connect to Akal Purkh Vaheguru spiritually. And what Maharaj wanted to do here was break these false traditions. Sache Pacha tells us, don't believe in false traditions that are going to break people's heart or take them off the path of righteousness. Sad Sangat Ji, particular groups or even faiths at that time, these groups still even exist to this day, were not given equal chance even for females to even come in to pray. But yet Guru Sahib's Darbar is always open to all genders, people from all different backgrounds. Here we believe that everyone is equal in the Darbar or in the eye of Sache Pacha Maharaj. In Gurbani we say ki Pothi Parmesar ka Than, ki our holy scriptures, our sacred text, which is in Gurmukhi, Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, in that Akal Purkh Vaheguru resides. Here we have an equal chance. A male and a female can do Jalsa. A male and a female can do Kirtan. A male and a female can also do Seva. Many aspects in our Dharma Sad Sangat Ji, which we've been given the blessing that we can in some way, shape or form connect with Akal Purkh Vaheguru. But these Hukam Sad Sangat Ji, we must not mistake ourselves here as well. All of these Hukams are for both genders. And like I said, at that particular time women were oppressed. They still are oppressed till this day, but in different ways, and we'll move on to that later on. Because I want to link it to Sikhi itself and all these Bhavinja 52 Hukams. They link to the past, they link to the present, and they'll link to the future. Sikhi doesn't have a limit. Sikhi is unlimited. It links to every single time frame, be it the past, the present, or the future. And although certain things have gone better, like women's rights, for example, but to a certain degree, some of these aspects and these places where women are oppressed still exist to this day. Sad Sangat Ji naming one country, it's not the only country, but Saudi Arabia has just given freedom for females to start driving. That's not too long ago. But still to this day, females in their constitution or by law are not considered as adults. That if a female wants to leave the house in order to go shopping, or even for a walk around on the road, they must be accompanied by a male. Still to this day, in 2019, in that country. Even if we look, let's come more closer to home, in the United Kingdom. Only 101 years ago, Sad Sangat Ji, were females allowed to vote. In this country, in the United Kingdom, only 101 years ago. But Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj was educating and fighting for women's rights over 500 years ago. Look at where society is, and look at the scourge and the teachings and the Upadesh of our Guru. So forward thinking at that particular time. Because we believe that Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is God on earth. Ki sansar darfadasi, the world was burning, asking, seeking for help, and they were misguided and taken off the path of righteousness. And then through the Hukam and the command of Akal Purkh Vaheguru, in the form of a human being, Tan Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji ne is dharaਤੀ te pair laya in order to save humanity, not just Sad Sangat Ji, a particular dharma or a particular country. Because as we know, before Guru Nanak Dev Ji, if we look at before they were even at the age of 40 years old, they had already completed all their travels all across the world, where they were giving Sikhya, teaching people about the truth, teaching people about ecology. Even the caste system, Sad Sangat Ji, unfortunately this still exists. Not only just in India, but in many countries, these certain things may even exist even in our culture, Punjabi culture. Let's even bring that closer. We believe that Punjabi culture is not actually that healthy for us. Punjabi culture is on one side and Sikhi is on one side. Punjabi culture takes women back. Sikhi pushes women forward. If we look at practices, for example, Rakhdi. What does Rakhdi mean? And why do we practice it? Rakhdi is a piece of dhaga which Sad Sangat Ji, females will tie that on their brothers because they've been protecting them. And that's what that resembles. In a couple of days or in a week, within a couple of months, that dhaga will become dirty. That dhaga will then break. But then what happens is the whole practice of Rakhdi is that everything, your connection, your relationship with your brother is through that dhaga. Now if that dhaga breaks, what does that become of your relationship? What did Sache Pacha, Guru Gobind Singh Ji say? Even at the times of Sheme Pacha, Miri Piri de Malik Shri Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji. Shri Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji used to give males and female a shastra. They used to give them a kirpan. And what did they used to say with that? Ki Siri Sahib de naal, shastra de naal, hathyara de naal, tusi aap tadi aap di rakhya karo, and also do rakhya for the community as well. That is Sad Sangat Ji, the biggest rakhdi or the rakhya that we can have, is our Panch Kankar. Because Sad Sangat Ji, these are physical reminders, not only in order to protect ourselves, but in order to do the right thing at all times. And that gift of Panch Kakar has been given in the Khalsa to both genders. That's equality, Sad Sangat Ji. And Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji preached this everywhere, wherever they went. Even if you look at the times of Tije Pacha, Shri Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, we must remember that females play a huge pivotal role in Sikhi. They did at the times of the Gurus, they did it at the times of our Shaheeds or any Holocaust that we've gone through, and also Sad Sangat Ji till this very day. And even in the future, our females will always be at the forefront. Shri Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, how did they come into Sikhi? They heard their niece reciting Sri Japji Sahib. They never did Japji Sahib before. They never heard Japji Sahib before until their niece was reciting Japji Sahib. And they said to their niece, Ki Putter, what are you reciting here? This seems so sweet to me. Please tell me who the author of this Bani is. That is how Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj came into Sikhi. They did Seva Lagatar for so many years. Datke Nimrata Sahat, unhone Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji Sache Pacha di Sangat bhi kiti, ate naal di naal Seva bhi kiti. And Guru Amar Das Ji then became the Guru of the Sikhs. Also at that time they created a Manji system, which was an educational school across Punjab, where they would teach Gurmukhi and about Sikh history. And 22 Sad Sangat Ji of those schools, the head teacher of those schools, were females. Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. We're not only here just looking at Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's fighting for equality or speaking about women's rights. We've even moved on to Tije Pacha here, Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. That's the satkar, that is the trust, that is the responsibility, that is also the leadership and the role models that the females were at that time. The contribution of women in Sikhi Let's look at Mata Kiviji, who is the wife of Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj. They did Seva in the Sangat, and a great revolution that they started as well, because at that time, Sad Sangat Ji, that dish of kheer was only served towards kings and queens. And what Mata Kiviji did, she also broke those traditions. They said, we will be serving kheer in Guru Ka Langar. We will be serving that to people that will be rich. We will also be serving that same kheer to those individuals that will be poor and don't even have a home. That's a big revolution that Mata Kiviji started in Guru Kars. If we look at Mata Sahib Kaurji, the mother of the Khalsa Panth, Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sache Paatshah Maharaj, our father, who blessed us with these 52 commandments, did not only say that Dasme Paatshah is the father or the Pita of the Khalsa Panth, they also gave us a mother. It's a big teaching from that Satsang Ji, from our Guru. There's a mother and the father right at the forefront. Mata Sahib Kaurji was just, if we look through our history, unfortunately we don't have that much time, but Maharaj Kripa Khan ki one day we do go through the history of Mata Sahib Kaurji. Satsang Ji, how we respect our fathers, we should always have love and respect for our mother. And the mother of the Khalsa Panth is Mata Sahib Kaurji. Big responsibility that they gave. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj used to even get Mata Sahib Kaurji to do Katha, but also to send Hukam to various parts of India for the Sikhs. And Mata Sahib Kaurji was at the forefront of that. If we look at Mata Pal Kaurji as well, also known as Mai Pago, she was a general, she was a bodyguard of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. How many times in history, whether we've learned at school, whether we've heard through TV programs or by reading books, how many times have we ever heard or come across a female defending a king? It's very difficult to find that. But Sad Sangat Ji, in Sikhi, we've always had females at the forefront, and we've also had females that have been generals in the army. If we look at the Charlie Mukte, when they left Guru Gobind Singh Ji at the battlefield and they came home to their wives, their daughters and their mothers, what did the females or the Singhniya say at that time? Ki, how dare you leave our Guru on the battlefield alone? You stay at home, give us the horses, give us the shastras, we'll go on the battlefield. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, throughout their udasiyan, through their travels, they visited a village, and I'd like to apologize here because I've forgotten the name of that village. But what they did is they blessed the citizens of that particular village. Even after Sache Paatshah went there, that the village actually changed their name, and the translation then of that village is now called the Supreme Village. What that village was known for was for basically Kaljul. All the downtrodden people of society were always sent there or kept there, and society thought that if they're just locked up in this village, we don't ever have to associate with them. But Tanu Maharaj, Guru Sahib goes to those people who always need help. We say in Gurbani, na tarya tar pana khadaye, ki Vaheguru will be the support of those who are unsupported, those who feel alone, those who feel unsupported. Sache Paatshah Maharaj goes to those people. Even if you look at Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj's time, when they were doing Seva of Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, they were called a Natava. A Natava means someone who's homeless, who doesn't have a house. And when Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, who was the Guru at that time, when they found out that their Hajuriya Sikh, their Sevadar, is being disrespected, they called the whole Sangat into the Darbar. And they said, Ki loads of people are disrespecting Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. You're all calling him names. You're calling him homeless. The next Guru of the Sikhs. will be Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. So even those people, Sadhu Sangat Ji, who are disrespected, who feel that they have no support, who feel that in society they are very, very low, and they have no one to help them, Guru Sahib will always be there. Always remember that Sakhi. Maharaj Sache Pacha never ever lets go of us. But coming back to that Sakhi of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, of that village, if you translate that name, it's known as the Supreme Village. And Bhai Mardana Ji, who was a Sevadar and a companion, a passionate companion of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, they said ki we go everywhere to do prachar, and we've been to some really bad places. This is one of the worst places that we've gone to. Why, Maharaj, did we come here? And that's when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj said ki these people are downtrodden. Why? Because females are suppressed in this village. And how dare that they call females bad, because we read this in Asa Divar every single day. Ki why call a female bad? Because from her womb she gives birth to the future in kings and queens. Even if you look at Ananda Garage, Sadhu Sangat Ji, when a female leaves a house, Sikhi or a Guru refers to a female as a flower, as a flower. Sache Pacha Maharaj says ki a flower then leaves, but then it is not just picked up and then let go of. That flower then, Sadhu Sangat Ji, is replanted in a new house. That's very big. Even our ceremony, Sadhu Sangat Ji, there's an important sikhya and big learning that we can take from this. But what is this plant made of? It's made of humility. It's made of pyar. It's made of love. This is what a female brings into a house. They bring shanti. They bring satkar, which is respect. And they bring in seva. That's why, Sadhu Sangat Ji, we should always respect our mothers and sisters. Also, we have a duty. How we interact with one another, how we speak to males, how we speak to females. Sadhu Sangat Ji, our children, they learn more from what they see. They learn a lot from our actions. And if we are disrespecting female Sadhu Sangat Ji, they will then also grow older and probably disrespect females also. We have a huge responsibility on our hands. And also, Sadhu Sangat Ji, if we come closer to modern day society, what is affecting our community in this country is the sexual grooming of criminal network gangs. And it's very big in this town as well, and has been for a long time. Ki Sadhu Sangat Ji, through schools, through colleges, through universities in this country, our females are being bribed or love bombed or brainwashed. And there is a void somewhere. There is a gap where these disgusting individuals and groups then come and brainwash that female, and then she's gone. Sadhu Sangat Ji, we need to show respect and sikhya to both genders. Treat them equally, even at home. Even in Punjab, if we look at it, the abortion rates for females is absolutely crazy. It's through the roof. No one's happy if they have a female. But Sadhu Sangat Ji, this is completely anti-government. We are going against the teachings of our gurus. Just in the last closing stages, compassion, Daya, Sadhu Sangat Ji, is the cornerstone of Sikhi. Before we even step foot on the path of righteousness, if we want to get closer to our Guru, the first ingredient we need is Daya. We need compassion. Maharaj Sache Pacha gives us many examples. You have to speak to one another. Sab to pehli pankti kat kat mein har joob hai santan kehte upkar ki Akal Purkh Waheguru resides in the heart of each and every individual. Do not break anyone's heart by speaking to them with disrespect. Je gur chidke ta meetha laga, je bakse ta gur badiyai. Ki even if the Guru gives us chadke, Sadhu Sangat Ji, sometimes we would come across Gurbani diya panktiyan and we'll feel regretful. we'll feel that we've committed a sin. We'll feel that we've done something very bad because that particular pankti is directed to us in a particular way. Sad Sangat Ji, that is Maharaj giving us Sikhya, but still being humble and sweet to us. Sache Pacha Maharaj is the greatest of all, and they will always forgive us from all of our sins. Here, Guru Ramdas Ji Maharaj on Ang 758 of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj says ki Gurmukh bola hai, so thaye paye, manmukh kich thaye na paye. Ki that Gurmukh who speaks with respect and at a certain tone, everything that they say is approved. But if Maharaj then speaks about a manmukh, manmukh Sad Sangat Ji are those people who do not follow the Guru's way. An example, Sad Sangat Ji, of a manmukh is ki if we disrespect individuals around us, if we speak to them in an ill manner and we disrespect them. Mithu bolada ji har sajan swami mura, how samar thaki ji oh kade na bola kauda, kauda bol na jane puran bhagwan augan ko na chitare. Ki Akal Purkh Vaheguru speaks to everyone so sweetly. This is where Sad Sangat Ji, we should take Sikhya from our Guru and try to implement this in our life. And we can never ever speak harshly to anyone else. I know it's very hard to do, and I'm not saying ki there is Sad Sangat Ji, particular phases and stages in our life where we do have to raise our voice. But Sad Sangat Ji, we must be very careful of krodh, of anger. And Maharaj Sache Pacha, they do not speak bitter of anyone. They are the perfect Lord, and they will consider our faults. Any problems that we have, Sache Pacha Maharaj takes that upon themselves. So Sad Sangat Ji, Das has made many mistakes in this last half an hour of doing Katha of the 16th Hukam. Please again join us next week for the 17th Hukam. And the Katha from now on every week is at this Gurdwara from 6:30 p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. A massive thank you to our media team. A massive thank you to Tan Tan Sahib Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sache Pacha Maharaj. And a huge thank you to the Guru Di Satangat. Guru Pyare Khalsa Ji, next week, our aim, our mission is to bring people closer to Sikhi. And if we can do that with love, pyar and satkar, that will be beneficial for our Qawm. But Sad Sangat Ji, we must never ever push anyone away from the Guru Kar. We need to bring more people inside, and we all know one person at least, be it our friends, be it our family, who should be here today. So Hath Jod ke benti to everyone ki please attend next week, and to also bring one more person with them as well. Koi galti hoye maaf karna ji. Aao hon asi बहुत ही प्यार वाले भाई साहब भाई सुखप्रीत सिंह जी ते उन्होंने ढाडी जथे पासों ढाडी वारा आपस अर्पण करिए जी। गलती होवे माफ करना जी। आओ फतेह बुलाइए। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी